Hi everyone, it's Paul here again to briefly explain the thousands of man-hours of game testing that Conquest Aerth has had over the past quarter century. After making the transition from 1994 to 1999's New Eden to New Hades, we had already refined much of the system that to this day owes much to the excellent work in the 1980s by Dave Morris and Oliver Johnstone with Dragon Warriors. This fantastic series is far superior, in my well-informed and thoroughly researched and tested opinion, to any incarnation of D&D or AD&D, especially after 2nd edition, when everyone seems to be able to do everything and there are hardly any strictures, and everyone is some kind of three-tiered monk/cleric/ranger half-drow. But I digress. The game mechanics are where DW is intrinsically more accurate and does not require the DM in D&D to create an abstracted commentary in the midst of melee or magical combat. For instance, the whole Thac Zero, or Thaco as people called it, was counterintuitive in that the more armor you wore lowered this crucial score, which was confusing enough. Thaco took into account too many factors, such as a shield reducing it by -1, and did not allow for the clear indication of whether the blow was blocked, landed on the shield, was deflected, would not have hit because it was a clumsy blow, was parried, etc. In DW, on the other hand, the hit roll is procedural, and although involves a few more rolls of the dice, the rolls are exciting and crucial, and the mathematics, maths, say the S, it is not mathematic, therefore not math grrr. Okay, is very simple. Attack versus defense roll is made on a D20. This is easy to determine whether it is a solid attempt, nowhere near, a hit or a potentially critical hit. Then, shield roll is made if the character has one. Again, a very clear result. Then finally, a roll is made to see whether the weapon penetrates the armor. The weapons in D&D, although varied, are very similar in effect and destructive capability. The weapons in Dragon Warriors are just as diverse, but are more unique in their statistics due to the ability to quantify valid facets that vary between arms because of the different system used to determine the outcome of battles. Around about 1999, we introduced throwing attack as a combat score. The DW system had already been significantly altered. 3-second combat rounds, a genetics in place of psychic talent, intelligence became intellect, looks was changed to charisma. Ballistic attack had already differentiated shooting prowess from hand-to-hand fighting talent. Occult manipulsion replaced magic attack, and resilience was chosen as a more versatile measure for our purposes than magical defense. Magic points and health points remained the same. Some consideration was given to changing magic points to mana or mana, but these are now reserved for measures of rare Elder magic. Integrity points for vehicles and structures was phased in over time because playtesting had highlighted the vulnerability of vehicles to fast firing, disproportionately small caliber weapons against certain targets. Because of this also, and the perceived underpowered weapons of the now historical Global Conflict 1 vehicles, structural mitigation, integral absorption, and more potent destruction and integrity point values. Evasion also remained the same, as did stealth and perception. I have come to the end of the time for this presentation, so I will sign off. Xex.